Procedure to set up CP8A position for overtime, shift, additional pay, and allowance which is applicable for EA form printing. First, kindly log in into current database. Then click System Setup, Overtime Setup, Overtime Rates. For CP8A position, you can click Help button, click here, and find CP8A Setup. The overtime amount must come out in Section B-1A, gaji kasar upah atau gaji cuti termasuk gaji lebih masa, which is CP8A is number 1. So now you can close this tab and key in number 1 here. Click OK. We go to System Setup again. Shift Setup. If you consider it as shift allowance, CP8A position is number 3. But if this is for salary, CP8A position is number 1. Click OK. We go to System Setup again. Additional Pay Setup. CP8A position for additional pay is number 1. Click OK. Now we go to Table of Codes, Allowance and Deduction. Find your allowance code. Click Modify. Go to EA position. CP8A position, you can click here for EA tips. Under CP8A setup, the allowance amount must come out in Section B-1C, tips kasar perkusit penerimaan seguah hati atau allowance, which is CP8A is number 3. So now you close this tab and key in number 3 here. Click OK. For meal allowance, click Modify under EA position. CP8A position for meal allowance is number 3. For your information, meal allowance has fully tax exempted. Therefore, you can key in your to-date tax exempted amount like this example. Click OK. For bonus, go to Modify, click EA position. CP8A position for bonus is number 2 based on the EA tips. Click OK. Setup for OT, shift, additional pay, and allowance completed. Next step is the procedure to update number of children that eligible for tax relief. First, go to the Employee Master, select the respective employee, click Modify. Under the Personal 1 tab here, key in the total number of child that eligible for tax relief only in the child column. For example, assuming the employee has 1 child for tax relief, so we key in 1 here and then click OK. When preview the EA form later, the total of child number will be shown in bilangan anak yang layak untuk pelepasan at Section A, item number 8. Next, we go to System Setup, Government Report Setup, choose CP8A/C. Assuming you had paid commission and incentive for last year, you may key in area item in column tunggakan, so the items will appear in Section B-2A and B-2B. For perihal description, you can update the item in this column to be shown in Section B-1C. Manfaat barangan referring to benefit in kind item. So you can key in the items in this column, for example, kereta, pemandu, petrol. So they will appear in Section B, number 3. Kindly update the person in charge name, occupation and telephone number before EA printing. Then click OK to save. To preview the EA form, you can go to Government Report, Income Type CP8A/CP8C/PCP2. Here we have 2 options. First is the CP8A pre-printed for normal printing, and the second one is to send the EA form through email. Choose the first option to print the EA form. Click OK and OK again to preview the EA. After preview, you can click this printer icon to print out the EA form. QPAY EA form printing is completed.